Welcome back. This is lesson 11 of Forex Made Easy, a basic Forex video guide by Eazitrade Academy. So in the previous video, we covered the topic support and resistance. And in this video, we'll be covering the topic candlestick patterns.
We're going to be looking at candlesticks. Candlesticks. Though we have numerous or we have many candlesticks in the Forex chart, when you open the chart, what you see are candles. And these candles are represented with a color of your choice. You might see the ones printed in red, you might see them in green, in black, and in white. They are in colors. They are in different colors, and you can decide to change the colors. So the candlesticks are the languages of the Forex market. They are the languages of the Forex market. Your ability to read and interpret these candles is what gives you an edge over the market. So as a Forex trader, you must be able to understand the language of the market. At every given time, the market is communicating. At every given time, I repeat, the market is communicating. So your ability to understand that communication, interpret that communication before taking decision matters a lot. And there are some of these candlesticks. We have many of them, like I said, but there are some we're going to be looking at. There are some we're going to be considering. These are the ones that have the ability of changing the trend. If we are in an upward trend, okay, we are in an upward trend and we are at a particular strong resistance. Where you see all these candles we're going to be looking at this evening, we're going to be considering this evening, where you see them at the resistance zone, is a signal that the market is about to change direction. When we are in a downtrend and we are in a very strong demand zone, when you see these candles, which we are going to be considering, it's a signal that the market is about to change direction. The first on the list is the doji. These are doji. Very powerful. So when you see them at the resistance zone, a signal that the market is about to change direction. You see them at the support zone, is a signal that the market is about to change direction. Next on our list, the next on our list is the hammer. The hammer, also very, very powerful. Look at the hammer here, that particular one. Yes, this particular one, that is your hammer. Yeah, a long, you see what you see? We have the body and then we have the wick. A long wick or shadow and then the small body. This is hammer. Thank God we all know normal carpentry hammer. That is how it looks like. So when you see this hammer, especially at the support zone, it is a signal that the market is about to change direction. The next on our list is the hanging man. Next on the list is the hanging man. Look at the hanging man. It's like hammer that is up. Remember the first one we talked about is the hammer that is at which zone? At the support zone. When you see this hammer at this support zone, is a signal that the market is about to change trend. But this is a hammer that is relatively being found at the what? The resistance zone. It's like a hammer. So we don't call it hammer in this case. We call it what? A hanging man. Hammer that is hanging. A hanging man. So when you see this particular candlestick pattern be formed at the resistance zone, it is a signal that the market is about to change direction. Next on the list is what we call the shooting star. Look at that shooting star. It's an inverted hammer. You know, the first hammer we looked at, the hammer we talked about, is found at the support zone. This is a support zone. Then we now have our hammer be formed here. Okay, so at this particular support zone, what happens is a signal that the market is about to take a dive to the upside. But when you see this particular hammer, this shooting star, which is an inverted hammer, being formed at the resistance zone, this is a resistance, the resistance zone, the resistance. Okay, you see this particular hammer that is being formed there. This is a signal that the market is about to change direction and that the market is about to take a dive to the downside. Like I told you, candlestick patterns are the languages of the market. So your ability to interpret them we also help you to make the right decision in your trading career. And then we talk about the remember we've talked about we've talked about the doji, we've talked about the hammer, we've talked about which one, the hanging man, the shooting star. Okay, now let's quickly look at the one I want to look at now. The one we're going to be looking at for is the one we call the evening star, which is like the evening star. We're looking at the evening star. Okay, here is the evening star. Look at the formation. You see that we are in an upward trend. This is the last bullish candle that was formed, followed by this other candle. Then we have another red candle. This is what we call the evening star. Evening star is always formed at the resistance zone. So when you're able to identify this pattern, this candle pattern, this candlestick pattern at the resistance zone, you see something like this being formed. That is a signal that the market is about to change direction. Now we're looking at the morning star, which is just the direct opposite of the evening star. The morning star is when you have a market that is moving to the downside. This happens to be the last bearish candle that was formed, and after that you see this particular candle followed by a bullish candle. This is a signal that the market is about to take a dive to the upside. Okay, so these are just some of the powerful candlesticks that we are talking about. They are so powerful that they have the ability to change the trend. If we are in an upward trend, they change it to the downward trend. When you are in a downward trend, they turn it to an upward trend. So next on the list is what we call the engulfing, the bullish engulfing. In this case, what you see, you first of all, maybe we are in a downtrend. You see the last red candle be formed. Then you now see a very big bullish candle engulfing this particular one. What does it mean to engulf? It's covering this. This particular one is hidden at the back of this one. Okay, as we can see, this one here, this one has actually engulfed this. Meaning this particular one here has covered this one that is at the back. That is why it is called engulfing. It engulfs, it covers the previous candle. Okay, so the last now we're going to be looking at is the one we call the bearish engulfing candle. Now this first bullish engulfing candle, when you sight it in a down, when you sight it, let's say the market has been trending to the downside, then we are now at a support zone. When you sight this particular engulfing candle, is a signal that the market is about to take a dive to the upside. Now the next on the list, which I think is the final one we're going to be looking at, is the bearish engulfing candle. The bearish engulfing candle. This, you see, maybe the market is in an upward trend, and along the line a last candle is being formed. Then you now see a particular red one that engulfs this previous one. Okay, let's say we are in an upward trend. Candles are being formed in this pattern, and then you now see a particular candle, the last one that is being formed, then happens to be another bearish candle that engulfs this particular one. If that happens, you know the market is about to take a dive to the downside. As we can see here, this is an upward trend. This happens to be the last bullish candle that was formed, and then immediately this bearish candle was formed, and this particular candle we are looking at now covers the previous one. Seeing this, you have an idea. The market has just communicated information to you, letting you know that I am about to change direction. But your ability to interpret that information is what helps you to take the right decision.
With this, we have come to the end of this lesson. I do hope you understood all the concepts taught here. You might want to rewatch this video again just so you have better understanding. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask on our support group. Our coaches are ever ready to answer all your questions. All right. See you in the next video, where we'll be looking at how to create a demo and real EXNESS account. Bye for now.